Want to support me? Go to Memo600 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. Make sure you go and follow my TikTok at Trenches News 3837 on TikTok. Yo! It's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to the channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to the mod squad. If you ain't following my mods, make sure you follow their ads at the end of the video. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. I don't care how much money you say you got or think you got. You could lose it all to Mother Nature, man. And now you're in the need of help. With that being said, let's say the kids, man, they out there dying. Let's say the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and the civilians, man, they off limits all anyway. Any gang, they know neutrons and civilians are off limit. With that being said, man, we got Shark on Land, man. Shark on Land yesterday went crazy, man, and called out Lil Durk for splitting up 600, causing all the turmoil on 600. Then he brought up when Lil Durk just released the song saying he would put a K behind 600 if it wasn't for Inky D. Now, 600 got a lot of people, a lot of drill people who was on the front scene of drill that was crashing out, putting their life on line for Durk. They was. But it's not Lil Durk's fault. Lil Durk ain't put no gun up to their head and tell them to crash out. They was doing all the willing and dealing, hoping that they'll get a spot in OTF and be behind the cameras when he did made it. So that was their fault. So Shark on Land, he had brought up Edai being blackballed and saying that Edai name not in a song with Gucci. But when Edai was here, he didn't support him. He didn't want to do the video with Edai. He wanted to charge Edai money. You know, that's been going around that he told Edai give him $10,000 and he'll do the song with him. And now he's saying rest in peace to Cooper and stuff like that. So Shark on Land he was going off about that. Like Edai could have been blue. He could have been blew up. Edai, yeah, he could have blew up. He could have blew up because out the Gucci, you know, they probably was looking at him. He just needed some more features. And then he needed to be consistent, too. He wasn't consistent. Edai was dropping music like he was famous already. He was dropping music like every now and then. So, yeah, he could have been famous, man. But, you know, you got to work your hardest, man. When somebody get up to the top and they start catching the clout wave, bro, you can't expect them to look out for you how you got to look out for yourself. You can't expect for them to just hand the torch over to you. And they plan on eating, and especially if they know you colder than them, then they definitely ain't. But with Edai and Durk, that ain't the case. I don't think that Edai is colder than Durk. I don't think that. I don't never think that. I think Edai was a nice asset to the drill culture, whatever y'all want to call it, to the deaf culture. But that's about it, man. I ain't heard no crossover music from him like I heard from Durk. So yeah, he spoke on that. But Memo600, man, did an interview. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out that interview. Memo600 did an interview. And Memo600 was asked about Booka600 not being able to come on there, being able to come back to 600 due to backdooring and setting up Memo and setting up other 600 members, you know, blackballing them on the music and stuff. Memo was asked about that, and he was actually asked about Shark on Land. And actually, he disrespected Shark on Land. He disrespected him, man. Called him a crackhead. He act like he off crack. You know, then he cleared it up like he that dude, but he act like he lace. You know, they know Shark on Land better than we do. But he spoke on Take Capone's situation first, saying that Booka was banned from the hood. Take Capone said, Memo600, a person who, you know, who got into it with these guys, say that he talked to Booka every day and his brother to free his brother, and that Take Capone basically he capping on that anybody could come back to 600. Ain't nobody banned. He said that actually 600 is Booka block. You know what I'm saying? So how can he be banned? You know, that's just some guys, man, going at it with each other, bro. You know, he even stretched it out and said, you know, how they were saying Take Capone ban, and how they were saying that he was banned until he pulled up on Shark and put the cameras in his face and said that I ain't banned. You know, he did discuss all that. He even brought the guy who was on the couch with the M thing situation, the M thing 600 situation. One of the guys from 600 who was on the couch with Trigger and M thing, he was in an interview with Memo600, and he said that he don't feel like M thing, did nothing wrong. He doesn't feel like he did nothing wrong, or he just said how he was feeling. He was just saying that, yeah, I mess with you, but from a distance. I ain't gonna be out on the block with you, hanging out with you and stuff like that. But if we have events and you pop up, yeah, it's all love. That's what he's saying. But man, hey, look, man, if a person ain't gonna love you all the way, man, then in the streets, bro, then man, just get out of them. That's what I look at it, bro. Everybody cool, like all of them. Bash Memo, chase him. Got the whole community want to kill Memo, and Memo still vouch for Booka and all of them, bro. Even though to the internet, we all know that they fake kicking it and they'll be into it next week, hating each other, But yeah, that memo was that interview was dope with Memo600. That interview was dope. So I mean, it wasn't dope. It wasn't dope at all. It was some good insight on what Memo600 was talking about. It wasn't dope at all because they was treating the interviewer too like they wouldn't let him say nothing, or he couldn't get it out what he wanted to say. It was like everybody was high in the interview, but you find out more things and you find out how Memo600 feel. But I know Shark on Land, he finna go crazy, man. Once he hear the backlash of the crackhead being called a crackhead and being called, a dopey and being laced and all that, he finna go crazy, man. So you heard it here, man. Shark on Land finna go crazy. But Memo did answer the questions, said Booka all good on the block. The situation with his chains. Memo feel like he ain't get his chains took, and they took some other guy's chain who brother named Steve. So it's none of his concern, which I think is a coward move, man. I think that's coward shit, because he was with you in the house. Steve brother could have easily said when Zoo them came in the crib that Memo is upstairs in the closet, hiding. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily backdoored him. Memo would have still been in the closet. Zoo them could have crept up the stairs and then pulled the curtain back like, yeah, we got you. And then took his chain. But they wouldn't tell what Memo was, so they ended up getting whooped. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, jumped on, and then, Memo jumped out the window. That was supposed to have been the story, and that's the story that we got from every party that was there. Now, Lil Durk receiving a lot of backlash, man. Lil Durk's receiving a lot of backlash from everybody. The way Shark was talking, he was acting like Durk responsible for these guys. Durk not responsible for y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man, the streets is evil, bro. Hey, a person in the streets, a person use everybody who they can climb up on their back until they get to the top and succeed, bro. That's what it is in the streets, bro. The rules are made for the person who made the rules. They don't apply to him. They only apply to everybody who under him. I always remember that, man. But I'll be going live later, man. Hey, if you want to support me, man, go follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 3837, man. Make sure you go and follow me. Make sure you subscribe to my other YouTube channel at Trenches News 3837. I will be back with more content. I will be going live. And then go to Nene Marie and purchase your signed copy of my book. My book is out. Make sure you go to Nene Marie and purchase your signed copy of my book. Let's say the kids, man, I'm going live. We talking about Lil Marty. We talking about Bloodhound.